Sorry about that, folks. All right, here we go. Ladies, gentlemen, non-binary finery, everybody else in the audience, welcome. It's morning. Hey, is it too early to be that loud? Hey, too late. I do miss that movie. I really do need to watch that one again. Such good laughs, such good satire. All right, so as noted, new Rust project on the go. For those of you who do not know, I am a novelist currently on a paranormal romance and urban fantasy adventure kick. So, um, did the last novel using Obsidian to, well, just to organize everything. I'm actually really enjoying Obsidian a lot. It's a great tool, both for just keeping, notes about my life as well as keeping my, as well as my novel writing. So cool. Now what I've done, so what I wind up with, let's just pop on over and I'll show you the problem. There we go. And there we go. So let me show you. So an example of the content is, hey, look, in the content folder. This, by the way, is on my GitHub. If anyone wants to take a peek and possibly contribute, we're more than welcome to. So what we have here is a bunch of markdown files in a directory structure where the novel is under a folder called content. And, you've got the parts, the chapters, blah, blah, and then the individual scenes. In this particular case, I have them, in this case, they're time stamped, right? So what I'm doing now is, so what I've done is create a, my code initially. Pretty straightforward. You looked at the Rust cookbook. So I'm using the Walkder crate, and currently have the content path, the output path, hard coded, right? But what I do is I define a ish structure for a book, just rough prototyping. I walk the directory, and then I disassemble the path and assemble that to create my chapters, scenes, strings. And what it does is generate some output on both the screen and in a markdown file that looks like this. Now, obviously, we can see here that some of these files are not in the right order, right? So there's no sorting happening. It's whatever order it comes in is the order in which it goes out. That's suboptimal. So we want to do, so this is proof of concept, right? Technically, I could work with this, because, all I'd have to do is that is add the piece that reads the content in between these, and then use pandoc, throw it into a Word document, and then rearrange everything in Word. I could do that. Wouldn't even be that hard. But I want to do, but the entire perspective here is, or the entire point of this exercise is, I want to learn some stuff. I want to do some learning stuff. So we're going to do that. So naturally, last evening, after I had put this down, I realized that there was, in fact, a better way to do this. And it goes back to the fact that just because it's a structure doesn't mean I can't think of it like an object. And specifically what I need to do is build a structure of structures. That's the mistake I made here. Well, it's not a mistake. This was an MVP. Do I have the technical ability at this stage to be able to do something this simple, right? The answer is, yeah, I do. I've learned this much. Okay, that's good to know. So now what I want to do is get on to, a Mark II of the MVP. So to do that, I'm going to start out by redoing the struct, right? And we're going to go backwards. So I'm going to do a structure, and I'm going to say that a scene is made up of two things. It's made up of a title, right? And your title There's going to be two kinds of title. So now we're going to do that because I'm going to do this a lot. A title is actually going to be two possible things. There's going to be the sort title, and that's going to be a string. And then there's going to be the display title. Right? Cool. So then our scene is going to have title data. It's going to have a title, actually, and we're just going to remove some of the repetitive redundancy here. Sorted. This is going to be sort by and display, right? So title is going to be of type title, right? And then we're going to have content. And that's essentially just going to be a blob, right? But we'll call it a string for purposes. Okay. A scene all right, so we have a scene. Now we have a chapter. And a chapter has got a couple things. And it contains a title, right? And it's going to contain a vector of scenes. Right? There we go. And then our part, same thing. But it's a vector of chapters. And our book, as you've probably guessed, is a vector of parts. All right. Now, we're going to have to implement some kind of sorting technology, no question, but don't need to do that yet. Okay. And we're going to say will be incoming args. Structures. And this is going to be my implements down here. And then main code. Right. So, function set. Right. So we'll have to do an implement. We'll have to do an implementation of some kind of sorting mechanism based on title, right? But that doesn't have to be now. So now we're going to want to change the code, right? I probably want to implement a new. So let's just start out with implement. And yes, we'll do a constructor method. And we're going to start out at the bottom with a title. Right? And our title is going to contain, of course, a sort by. is going to be equal to just A. Something better than nothing, right? And then the other piece is display, right? And that is going to be first title, right? Something you can do, yeah. I mean, maybe we ought to do this a little bit more, 01A. Really obvious what we're trying to achieve here, right? Okay. And then I'm going to do an implement. And the next one we'll be doing is going to be scene. And of course, we need to implement a title and content. Now, this is funny. Do I just do title equals? I guess I would then do title new, right? And then after that, we'll do content. And content is new scene. All right, that alarm means I need to go check on something. I will be right back. Apologize. It is kind of important, however. Just 1 minute. Hey Laura, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I'll drop a screenshot in, but just give me a sec. It's not hard. So Twitch, and then let's see here. It's under okay, channel. And so you've got, you know, a little bit of recursion going on here. We certainly don't want to do that. But no, that isn't it. Creator dashboard. There we are. So viewer rewards drops. Right? But yeah, so it's under creator dashboard, home, viewer rewards, drops. Right? And you just flick this switch. And it just pays attention to whatever it is you're doing and automatically turns on the appropriate one. No problem. Glad I can help. And see, right there, rewards enabled. Don't show me. All right, let's get some tunes going here. And select sources and Monster Cat, please. All right. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah. And then we're going to do a chapter next. Chapter's going to be a little bit weirder, but that's okay. All right. Because we do have a title. Yeah, I don't know if you can do it from phone, but yeah. And we have a scene list, which is a vector of scenes. And for that, I ought to be able to just this. I think. Let's see if that works. Okay, line 14. Ah, okay. What else do you want to complain about? Line 43. Really? That makes no sense. I'm probably remembering wrong, but that doesn't surprise me much. .43. Okay, yeah, wow. Haven't done this in a while. So that one of the nice things about Bacon as a tool is you can sort of idiot check yourself as you go. You don't have to wait to the end and find out you've been doing it wrong the entire time. I should have checked it as soon as I got the first one done, but that's not a big deal. You know, I thought to look eventually. Alright. Okay, what are you doing? Alright, I need something slightly more meaningful than what Bacon's giving me here. Alright, so yeah, I've just done this completely wrong. That's not surprising. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's start with that. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry, just got a message. It's my son's birthday today. So his grandmom called him to say hi, to wish him a happy birthday, blah blah, and I quote, "Nanny says you have to take me to quote favorite restaurant, and you got to do it because you have to listen to your mother." So that's what I'm laughing about here. Love it. That's fantastic. All right then, we got a deal. We'll hit his favorite restaurant on Saturday for. I'm working noon to 11:30 my time to 8 p.m. my time. So I got about a half an hour left I can do on the stream, and then I gotta go get ready for work. He's gonna be a lawyer. Exactly. So, it's a good one. All right, fantastic stuff. Okay, so this is because, yeah, of course. So main line 64, I broke stuff. Okay. Right, because here, I create a new project. So we can get rid of this, right? Because that is a relic left over from prior. So right? And then, okay, so we're going to do a book dot new, right? So book dot new, there we go. But to do that, we need to actually implement that. So, and this is book. And, I mean, hey, what a surprise. It kind of looks like the rest of them. Right? The only difference is... Oh, no, we have to do a part, well, okay, that is correct, but also wrong. We'll just duplicate it. Because we have to do a part first. And because a part is a collection of chapters, as I said. Right. And that's my roll arm for making sure I've taken my meds today, and I have. Now, right, and this, so I need to do some changes here, right? This is going to be chapter list. And this is going to be part list. Not to be confused with partlet, which is a piece of clothing. So, okay, so then scene list, chapter list, right, and then here we have a part list. Okay. Expected value, found structure, 77. Right. Hello, Ebony. You would like to come up and visit. Now that you've rolled around in cobwebs and... yeah, okay. Silly cat. Hang on a sec. Not that. Where to go? No, you cannot go that way. I'm being abandoned because Carol Ann's here, huh? Okay. Roommate has just come down, so the cat, which was in the process of crawling into my lap and getting comfortable, has decided, no, screw you, loser. So, yeah. He seems quite happy where he is. Yes. Get right down the village. Sorry. Answering a question from said roommate. Alright, so now we're going to set the project as mutable. It is a new book. There we are. Expected value, found a structure of book. Yeah. I don't understand that error message. Oh, paths. Yeah, okay. My usual... yeah. Keep doing that. Alright. Right, okay, yeah. Oops. Wrong button. There we go. So now, of course, the problem is my core loop is just broken because I have a whole bunch of stuff that doesn't exist anymore, right? So I gotta rewrite this. Okay, so then... yeah, so this is gonna get a little weird. So this is going to be project. So, okay. So project project.part.title is what we're attempting to find. Okay, so right now, are you gonna let me get away with that? Unknown field. Right, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, all right. So this completely changes the way my internals work. So right now I'm just doing everything on the fly. So now what I want to do is actually read stuff in as I go, right? So, all right. Now, let me do some thinking here. Okay. Well, let's get. I'm just gonna zap this out because you know the magic of the magic of Git means if I decide I've made a horrible mistake, I can come back. I can roll this back. Okay. So the first thing we need to do. So we're actually gonna that, right? So here we are. We're just gonna do some simple stuff. If is a new part. And then we're going to okay, so we're going to say project is a new part, and then we'll say found part, right? Then, and, no, it's this, isn't it? Yeah. Hey, hydrate. Working on a good old-fashioned Mark I coffee. It's a medium brown roast, and it's an Arabica, so not a great bean, but not bad. From where I get from the local custom roaster here in Charlottetown, and it's got a fairly nice scent to it. I find that because it's an Arabica, it's just a bit too acidic for me, so a little bit of sugar, a little bit of milk, not a lot, just enough to tease the top off the acid. It's quite yummy. Ooh. And there's that hydrate. Thank you so much. All right. Then project part list, add found part. right? And then we're gonna say project, and we do the same thing again. If project is a new chapter, found chapter. Now, the best thing about this is we don't actually need to know what these do just yet. We're just writing the logic, right? And essentially, the code should be as easy to bloody understand as possible. Right? Found chapter. Okay. So, we're going to need to do a little bit of voodoo. So we're going to say, that actually makes sense. Yep. So acids and sugars cancel each other out, right? And carbohydrates, which egg is full of, reduce via acids into sugars, which then consumes more acid, which then consumes more of the acid. Yeah. It's part of the reason you'll see some folks advocating using butter in your coffee, right? Real, not margarine, real dairy butter, 100%, because lactose is milk sugar, right? That's what it is. It's milk sugar, and so needs to be processed. That's actually why people are lactose intolerant. The enzyme and bacteria that are required to take it apart don't exist for right. But butter, so yeah, you put butter into a very acidic coffee, and it nibbles out the all the acidity. Okay, so now we're gonna have to do some voodoo here, because now, so I'm adding a chapter, right? That's what I want to do. You're kidding. Is that... You're kidding. What is this what is this old Coca-Cola peanut butter trick? Speak to me here. Binds the caffeine to the fat cells. Ah. Okay, tell me more. That's interesting. I didn't know about that one. Okay, I'll have to look that up. Thank you. Okay. For part... Can I do that? 100, line 41. This is where I get stumped somewhat with when dealing with how Rust does things. Now, in Ruby, what I could do would be something that would look like this. Right? And it would just do the right thing there. This is where I don't know what I can get away with for this. $197. Why are you not scoping that? Yeah, okay. I think I know. Okay, I know what's going on here. I'm confused is the problem. Yeah, here we go. Right, that's all fine. I don't mind that. Okay, so yes, that is in fact how it works if I, stop and actually think. Okay, what are you doing? Checking style and 0 files. That's not what I wanted. Help. Why? All right. Why is it doing that? It's, Okay, so Rust format works. I'm puzzled because I actually prefer the Alejandra. It actually does a better job of formatting, I find. Oh, weird. Okay. And then cargo build. So what are we gonna? Okay, what are we complaining about here? Lots, eh? Okay, so now I gotta actually start writing my implements. All right. So we're gonna close a few things up here. That just to make it easier to read. So we need to add is a new part to our So this gets implemented at the book level, right? And we bring in unsorted title, and unsorted title is of type is going to be a string, well, string slice specifically. And we will be returning a Boolean. And so by default, we're going to say true, right? Doesn't need to do anything, just needs to say yes or no, right? And then that's wrong. Yeah, this goes up here, right? And then down here, we do another implement. Implements is a new part for book. Now, I know I've got that wrong, for lack of a better way of putting it. Line one. Wrong button. All right, I can't remember the implement syntax properly, so just one sec. It's IMPL. Line 88. Ah, it's a trait. Yes, okay. I need to create traits. I get it, yes. And we're going to say, okay, because I hate stuff I cannot read, we're going to do a little bit of wiggly poker here. And then it'll be dot new part. I think should work. I need to go back and look. Oh, excuse me. Public function there. Okay. All right, I see what I'm doing. So I can just do part fn's, right? And then I can go here and I can implement part functions for book. You gonna let me get away with that? Oh, right. Okay. So I do a pub trait. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Use it or lose it, right? Okay. So this version should be down here, right? And then this should just be the definition here, right? like so. Oh, interesting. Line 32. So line 116 is broke now. Oops. Like so. You happier now? Yeah, okay. That's now right back to where I was before. Don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Alright. Well... So it's, yeah, behavior stack, yeah, or trait list for structure, right? So I don't understand why this is wrong. Unfortunately, I am out of time for now. I need to go get ready for work. Okay, I'm missing self. Right.
In the valley of hope, there's a river that seeps through our soul, where dreams turn to clouds, and the ocean steadies the flow. Feel release in mountain peaks, where the earth speaks in tones. Safe face
Okay. No, doesn't need to borrow. Okay. Here we go. Cool. That was easy. Okay. Now, yeah. I'm used to this being implicit behavior in Ruby, and I keep, because all my Ruby experience, I keep defaulting to that. Okay, that's fine. Cool. I'm going to save where I am. And so we're going to add... Alright, let's get out of here. Back to here. And Fantasy Tavern Maker here. No, we're not touching that one. Where's my drafted pick? There we go. Right, we're going to commit that. Adding the Rust / traits implements. To develop functions. Okay. Okay, there we are. So that's it for today. I may be back later tonight. If I am, I'm going to be gaming. Guaranteed. But, you know, that's okay. So yeah, I got a whole bunch of games actually that need my attention these days. But, you know, gaming is supposed to be fun, not the other job. So if I ain't feeling it, I ain't doing it. Let's go to Let's Chatting. There we go. So that's it for me for today. Just a little quick stream just to get things rolling. I know some people have been waiting for me to get back to my Rust development. So here we are. Yeah, that's it for today. As I say, might be back tonight. If not, I will be back on Friday evening for Showa. And depending, you know, depending what everyone's interested in, I'll be doing some of that. We'll see what the numbers look like. So that's it. Take care of yourselves, friends. Whatever games you're playing, whatever software you're writing, whoever it is you're hanging out with, be kind to them, be kind to you. And we'll see you all again soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.